No, that's wrong. Dixie Diamonds 220. Met 7:37 p.m. As Balloony floated northwest of Australia's Cape York Peninsula and southwest of Papua New Guinea's southwesternmost corner in the Arafura Sea, Joey's and Balloony's conversation roamed far and wide, with depths ranging from purely superficial to soul-searching, as their telepathic link remained at the level where she saw the stars above as Big B did. "What is it like to never sleep?" Joey asked. "Does your mind ever rest, and if not, does your ever-active psyche become overwhelmed?" "Typically, I'm ruminating about multiple subjects simultaneously," Balloony replied, "but the intensity and bandwidth varies tremendously. Currently, I'm focused on our conversation, which I find informative, but I'm also greatly enjoying your subconscious response to the stars above. Your pleasure brings me pleasure." "And are your pleasures purely intellectual, or are they visceral as well?" "Well, as I have no viscera," Big B replied, "my responses are all cerebral, though, of course, I have no cerebral cortex either. I greatly enjoy the mental challenge of solving puzzles, and I love gaining understanding of how different animals process what their senses deliver. The interplay between base instincts such as fight or flee in humans battling with your cerebral cortexes is very different than with other animals. Having spoken telepathically with over 100 separate animal species, I find the interplay between the need to achieve pleasure immediately, regardless of future consequences, versus the realization that short-term suffering may well bring long-term gain, a continuum not only between species, but also within members of the same species." Joey nodded and replied, "A supposed hallmark of human civilization is when we learn to accept discomfort or suffering in the now in order to enjoy a better future. Similarly, addictions, particularly unhealthful ones, are studied for this very thing. I fully concede that damaging self or other for forced pleasure is unhealthy, but cannot help but wonder where the balance should lie. Part of being human should include pushing limits and boundaries." "Oh, a question, or perhaps two or three," she continued. "We are taught that the ability to feel pain is an evolutionary advance that provides for individual lives to be longer while also perpetuating the species. That pain is a tool to learning, and yet you feel pain, yes? Physical pain?" "I do," Balloony said. "I also have empathy, and if you'll excuse the euphemism, feel the pain of others, meaning the emotional pain of living beings. I also feel the physical pain of others to a lesser or greater degree while in rapport with them, depending upon the depth of our telepathic link." "But your physical pain," Joey asked, "why? If you cannot be harmed, why do you feel physical pain? What is its function?" "I have mulled that question over since the night Brency tried to murder Pilatray, and my pain nearly stopped me from coming to his aid. My theory is that my pain receptors are there in order to control me. Ever since the night I rose above my excruciation and broke free from my cage, I've pondered who gave me pain receptors. Were the receptors in Pilatray's original design, or did Brency add them when he created me? I would much rather have my pain receptors be an addition by Brency rather than something Pilatray included. Intellectually, I understand that as a prototype revendu, that it only makes sense to have some means of controlling me since any new creation can be dangerous. But I would vastly prefer Brency to be the one who altered my formula in order to limit or imprison me."